Um, First and foremost, give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Kakadash. Divine to the apostles of Jeremiah Ruel, and Shalom to the faithful men as always continue doing the work of the Lord. So, Lord willing, I always want to make this quick video on, two becoming one, as the scriptures say. And it's a spirit too, because I wanted to make a video on this a little while back. So I like, science a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I like facts, biology, shit like that. And I remember learning these things when I was younger. I remember watching this show called, I think it was called Brain Games. And in the show, they said pretty much that if you like somebody, whether it's intimate or whether it's friends, two friends, or whatever the case is, if you like somebody, then you're going to start mimicking that person. You're going to be like each other. And that's the scriptures. So I want to touch on all those different things. Marriage, friends, brotherhood. But first I'm gonna touch marriage because it's a spirit too as well. Because like I said, I've been wanting to do this video for a long time ago. But me and the brother, we watched the movie called Together. It was a bugged out movie. I like those mind bending movies and shit. But pretty much they just without giving too much. I mean, I guess I don't know. It showed it in the trailer, so pretty much the couple, they, something happened to them where they emerge, they just merging together, becoming one person, like literally. You know what I'm saying? And it's like no matter what they do, they just flesh to flesh, his hand all up inside her. It's bugged out, but you can see where they trying to, what the scripture says. Let me get that real quick, because I want to read this little fun fact, but I'm gonna read this for it first. Alright. Just to prove that the scriptures are true. Okay? This is Matthew 19:5. It says, for and he answered and said unto them, have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female? And it said that this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twine shall be one flesh. Okay, so, and then in this movie they literally become one flesh. That's what happens when you marry a woman. Y'all supposed to be one flesh. Now, I looked this up. Now I'm using my other phone, so you ain't gonna be able to see it on this phone because I can't really record on this one for some reason at the moment. So I'm gonna read this. I remember seeing something about how couples, they've been around for long, they've been together for a long period of time, they start actually looking like each other. Alright? So I looked it up. Is it true? It says, yes, it's common observation and a topic of scientific study that couples can start to look alike over time. This phenomenon is often attributed to a combination of factors, including initial attraction to similar features, shared experiences, and even empathetic mimicry, which I just mentioned earlier. And empathetic mimicry is the ability to copy the powers of other. Oh, let's talk about fucking powers. So hold on. This is talking about fucking superpowers. But okay, it says an example of that is when two people observe the same emotion, inciting event and react in the same manner, Salaki, without seeing each other's emotional expressions. It's just like I thought it was talking about something else, but so parallel emotional induction. Okay, and that's what happens too. I noticed that, like, with couples, they might feel the same thing at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I dealt with, my Eve and shit. I remember, I forgot what it was, but we both felt the same thing at the same time, and it was like, I forgot, I can't even remember what it was, but I remember we called each other, and it was like, we said something like that, like, oh shit, no, you feel the same thing. It was, I don't know, but, and you see that with other things too. You really just become one flesh. Y'all start acting like each other, especially as a man. Your woman, she start, saying your catchphrases, she start talking like you. You know what I'm saying? She starts saying things like you. You know what I mean? It's just like a little mini me, you of you. And that's how it's supposed to be, because the man is the he's the head. You know what I mean? So she's supposed to follow. She's supposed to follow your lead. You know what I'm saying? And even sometimes you might even, mimic certain things that she do. I mean, y'all one flesh, so it's a lot. So it says, it's Salaki, if you can hear, I got the windows down a little bit, so I don't know if Jay can hear. So Salaki, if it's too loud, I don't know. But it says, while some studies suggest that couples become more physically similar due to shared emotions and expressions, others indicate that couples simply tend to choose partners who are already resemble them at the start of their relationship. And I don't know who the fuck does that. I don't want a woman that look like me, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Let me see if I got any other information. Over time, couples tend to adopt similar lifestyles, including eating habits, exercise routines, and even stress levels. Blah, blah, blah. The shared experience can leave similar imprints on the faces, such as wrinkles and other expressions, leading to a greater resemblance. Okay. Couple might also subconsciously mimic each other's facial expressions. Yeah, I seen that too. A girl you might make a face, she might make a face, it's the same face you make. That shit, bro. That shit shows the scriptures are true, man. Because twine becomes one. You two people, y'all never knew each other, and now y'all together, and now y'all pretty much a fucking copy of each other. You know what I'm saying? Alright, but let me see. Strong bonds between partners can lead to the mirroring of expressions, which over time can affect facial mustra, whatever the hell that word is. Your face, your goddamn face. Alright. Let me see. And of course, they said some studies might not be the case. Alright. But one thing for sure, you will start acting like each other. And then if you I can't really look up nothing on this phone because I don't got no internet on this phone. This phone's off. But if you look up couples that look alike, they'll give you examples and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. And it's like, here we go. Let me get this scripture. So like, I lost my train of thought for a second. That's how it's supposed to be, man. And that's a beautiful thing, man. The way the Lord set it up is a beautiful thing. Because now in this world, I ain't about to make this a damn rebuke on a woman video. But you see that. You see these women, they try to be independent and be their own selves. Or the men try to be like the woman. And it's just a lot of bug out shit going on. But the woman should follow your lead and be like you in certain aspects. Of course, while still being, with her, what's her called? Her little, being a female, pretty much. Female traits. She shouldn't try to act just like you. You know what I mean? Trying to be masculine and shit. Nah. But Sirach 7:26, it says, "Hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not." So yeah, man. So if you have a woman that's after your mind, a woman that's trying to follow your lead, she likes you. That's a saying that everybody knows. Like the woman that likes you, not the one that you like. You know what I'm saying? Because it might be a woman that really, really is into you, like not just like you, she's into you. You know what I'm saying? And she might not look as good. Sometimes she might be even a little overweight. Or she might not be as good looking. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case is. If you have a wife that actually really, truly, truly, truly is into you, then you shouldn't forsake her. You know what I mean? She's obedient to you. She's that's first and foremost. When you're dealing with your woman, you gotta be like the Most High, because we're many Yahwehs. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shais. You see? And what do they want from us? What do they require from us, his servants? They want obedience. Obedience is better than sacrifice. The same thing with your wife. Fuck, if she got a big ass and big lips, all that's cool and that's nice, and I hope all brothers get that. You know what I'm saying? But first and foremost, is she obedient to you? And of course, you're gonna be a demon every once in a while, but as long as she submits to your will at the end of the day, hey, don't forsake her, because she's after your mind. So she's gonna try to be like you. You know, she should be chasing you. You know, it's just like a celebrity, like a fan. You know, a fan that's really into a celebrity, they know everything about them. They kind of like low key stalking them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They know what you like. Or I heard you like this. You know. I had this one girl, man. We didn't really deal, but it was like this one girl on my old job. You know what I'm saying? She was like, I'm talking to one dude. She all in my conversation, and I could just tell, like, man, she was like, man, it was crazy. And then the dude asked me, like, where was you at? And she, before I even answered, she was like, oh, he was over there, he doing this. And she was all up on me, man. I'm like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? You know, a woman that actually really tends to you, cares for you, cooks for you, cleans for you, and actually wants to serve you. You know? But she's going to be after your mind. She's going to follow after your program. You know what I'm saying? But it says, but give not thyself over to a light woman. Right, but don't give yourself over to a woman that's a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? That she's just fucking feeble-minded. She through, you know what I'm saying? She don't follow your lead. She always trying to go her way, trying to be rebellious and shit. Man, hell nah, man. Fuck her. You know what I'm saying? This is Sirach 25:1. In three things I was beautified and stood up beautiful, both before God and men. The unity of brethren, that's first and foremost. Alright? And hey, because unity, man, because what does unity means? It means one. Alright, which I'm gonna touch on the brotherhood in a minute, but the love of neighbors, and a man and a wife that agree together, right? That's one of the most beautiful things, when a man and a wife can actually agree together. And she's following that man's lead. You know what I'm saying? And it's just perfect harmony. He's taking care of her. He's protecting her, leading her, giving her advice and all that. She's giving service to her. You know, they both speaking life into it. That's beautiful, man. contradict the popular belief, because people look at us like we're just so hateful. We just want people to just be sad and mad. No, we want people to be married and be married to the death to you part shit, the righteous way, you know. But anyways, now that I touched on that, I want to touch on the brotherhood too, because it says the unity of brethren, right? Now, I'm gonna give an example. It's with Jonathan. Yeah, here we go. 1 Samuel 18:1. And it came to pass, when he had made an end of speaking unto Saul, that the soul of Jonathan was knit with the soul of David, and Jonathan loved him as his own soul. Right, so that's how it should be with the brothers. You know what I'm saying? And because you see the bond between a man and a woman, that should be a very deep bond. And matter of fact, hold on, before I go into that, let me find this real quick. So I'm gonna go back to the brethren, but just real quick, just thought of a scripture. Proverbs 30:19. The way of the eagle in the air, the way. Hold on, I might start up. There be three things that are too wonderful for me, yea, four which I know not. The way of an eagle in the air, the way of a serpent upon a rock, the way of a ship in the midst of the sea, and the way of a man with a maid. Right, so that's a wonderful thing, man. And man can't tell, man. And each brother deal a little bit differently how they deal with their woman, and you just see that perfect harmony. And it's just that when you do have peace, because your damn woman gets on your fucking nerves sometimes. But when you had that peace together, and y'all both just having a good time, y'all both enjoying each other's company, like the scripture says, pleased to dwell with each other. That's truly a beautiful thing. And so how much more in the kingdom when it's gonna be perfect, bro? Man, it's gonna be very beautiful, man. It's gonna be something that we have never seen before, bro. And of course we know that we the Most High's woman, so imagine that type of bond, that marriage. But anyways, going back to the brethren, it says that Jonathan and David, their soul was knitted together. But it's even better than a bond between a man and a woman. Let me see, because I believe. Hold on, I'm gonna have to look for this one. Slovakia, hold on, because I believe David or Jonathan, one of the two, says I love you more than a woman. People think that's gay. Nah, hell nah. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Look it up on this phone. Because brothers and spirits are truly knitted together, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. And my damn connection don't want to work, huh? That's some fucking bullshit. Alright. But yeah, man, and that's a true scripture that pretty much says, bros before hoes, pretty much. Because, as the world say, what I'm saying, as niggas say, was proved every day Israelites, because niggas say that. But that's what they said, 1-26, alright? It's Second Samuel 1:26. I am distressed for thee, my brother Jonathan. Very pleasant hast thou been unto me. Thy love to me was wonderful, passing the love of women. Right. And that's how it is with the brotherhood, man. You know? Because the bond between a man and a woman is crazy, man. It's beautiful. You know? It's one of the great acts of the Lord. But how much more the bond between brotherhood, man? You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, they go even more deeper, the love between man and the Most High. You know? That's the first greatest commandment, is to love the Most High with all your mind, body, and soul. And the second is to love thy neighbor. So yeah, man. So it's just a beautiful thing. I just wanted to make that quick point. How the Lord set these things up, how He set up love, man. You know, and just to show you that, man, like that's real, man. Connection is real. You know, like I made mention earlier, even a connection between friends, y'all start acting like each other, start saying each other's phrases, and you know, that's real, man, because that's a bond. You see, and that just really just prove further the scriptures. But that's pretty much the point, man. I'm gonna give all praise and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahshua B'Shem Rakadash. Everyone to the brothers of Jim Ruel, and to the brothers in this work. Time to say shalom.